Hello, I'm Tom Shives of Unstuck Company. I'd like to welcome you to this last of a series of videos that we've been going through on PMI and the Project Management Professional Certification. You know, that first video that we talked about, we discussed a little bit about what is PMI, what's the value that they provide. We then talked a little bit about why should I get my PMP in that next video, and then we talked about applying and sitting for the exam. And what's the deal there? I mean, what do I have to do to get to that point? And then this last video, just prior to this one, we talked about the exam itself and some of the challenges that we face relative to that. Now, this short video is going to be all about what we can do to help you and what you need to do really to help yourself. Now, first, I know that you're here today because you're interested in taking your career to the next step. You know, I know you're considering getting your PMP, or you wouldn't be here now. I'd like to just review a little bit. Well, why should you consider doing this again? And remember, you know, according to the studies about you know, from the PMI, the sixth edition salary survey that they did said that PMPs make on the order of 10% more than those without a PMP. So that's a good reason. Remember, getting your PMP, I believe, puts you in a space that separates you from other people, not just because you've got this certification, but because you've spent some time really understanding a common language that's been certified, that's been proven true over and over again in the industry relative to those projects that have been successful. So I believe that some great things are going to happen. And of course, the bottom line is results today. And I believe that if you align yourself with those 430,000 other PMPs that have walked down this path, that you'll set yourself apart from the millions that still do not have, or maybe even aren't planning on getting their PMP. Well, now you might be asking yourself the question, but why now? I mean, what do I need to do, and why should it be now? Well, I believe that there's really a couple reasons why you ought to consider now as the answer to that. First, you know, we all are procrastinators. I mean, people procrastinate. I mean, I procrastinate. I mean, it's really one of America's biggest diseases. I mean, I myself come from a long line of procrastinators. In fact, you know, my mom went through a 10-month pregnancy. I mean, you know, how long is that? So, you know, I'd just really like you to think about it. Are you putting this off for some reason? Or is there a better reason why you shouldn't put it off? You know, and sometimes we're just kind of hesitant to take that step. Maybe we're just not willing to take that risk. But remember, no risk, no reward. No risk, no reward. So my first reason is that there's really no better time for you to do this, and just don't delay further and just to jump right in and take this next step. Now, the second reason I really want you to think about is really because this exam format is changing about 30% in its content. And because of that, it's not only likely it's going to get tougher, but the newness creates some additional uncertainty for those that choose to sit for the exam in the future, and for those of us that help people sit for the exam. It just provides some uncertainty relative to how we can help people in a firm way. So I really believe for that reason alone, it's a good reason for you to consider right now to put down your pen and decide, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to get my PMP. Now, you might even think about, well, okay, but why don't I just put this off a little bit? You know, I just want you to understand, if you do that, you're probably just postponing the rewards. I mean, some of you have been in my graduate programs, you've got experience, you've got mature, established careers, and if you just keep on waiting, you're just going to keep putting off that additional benefit that I believe that you're going to reap because of your investment in this. And you know what, I also hear this from people. They say, well, you know, my company doesn't pay for that. Well, let me ask you this. Who's managing your career? Your company or you? Who's responsible for your career? Your company or you? So I challenge you to really step back and think about this, is that, you know, this is for you. This is for your career, regardless of what happens with your company, regardless of what happens of your position within your company. You can take charge of this and take that step, and I think it'll be one that is valuable for you. Now, you know, also, if you just delay further, it's going to be you're going to be feeling like you're probably just stuck, in the sense that, you know, you'll be asking yourself, well, yeah, I probably could have, I should have, or, you know, I don't know, and just get through it, decide, because that in itself, those kind of thoughts can even be a negative drainer on your thinking process. Now, I'm going to tell you some great things that you're going to get if you enroll in our program with Unstuck Company. And these bonuses, I believe, don't exist anywhere, so I'm just going to throw them out to you as one by one. So if you sign up with my program, here's some of the big bonuses you're going to get. First, you're going to get one of the best study guides out there for the exam. I don't believe there's really a better study guide than the one that we're going to use. It's been used around the world, with thousands and thousands of people going through the program. So it's a terrific study guide. Secondly, you're going to get access to a 3,000, did you hear me? I said 3,000 question online exam simulator. I believe that's one of the really important things that you get by attending a program such as the one that we offer, is that sitting and going through questions and question after question after question is only going to improve your likelihood of a success. The next thing you get aside from those two is that you're going to get a complimentary online video revealing what I believe are the top 10 secrets to passing the PMP exam. This is going to be released after our second training session. So those top 10 secrets that I'm going to get from not only myself but others who help people, we're going to discuss those in the video and give you what those top 10 secrets are. Now, in addition to that, I'm going to provide you access to pick up from my office a DVD recording within 24 hours of each training session if you miss the exam. If you miss the training session. So if you happen to have a tough schedule, you're going to be out for one of the sessions that I'm offering this summer, my offer to you and guarantee is that within 24 hours of the end of our session, I will provide a place where you can come by and pick up that DVD so that you can actually go through the class and watch that full day of training that I provide for you. I'm also going to provide you a complimentary copy of my popular book called Opportunity Unstuck. Now, in addition to this, I'm going to provide you some unlimited email access to me to answer any question that you have after we get finished with the training or even after that first session. So if you've got questions coming up after that first session, I promise to provide you within 48 hours of when you're submitting and emailing to me, and it'll probably be more like 12 to 24, but because of my travel, sometimes a little difficult, I'll provide up to a response back to you on any question that you have via email. Now, in addition, I'm going to provide an online information session. So in addition, I'm going to provide an online information session that's going to be held on May the 18th to answer any questions you have regarding the application process itself. So all of those benefits, I believe, are enough to make you really take that step to join our program. Now, I want you to just think about some other benefits. You're going to meet some people that are going to sit with you as we go through this course together, those 4 Saturdays that we're going to offer for you to sit through and to learn how to pass that PMP exam. You'll be building some relationships with these people. In addition, you'll likely end up forming a study group or so, maybe with some of them, and maybe even build some good bonds. You'll be able to build your PMI relationship by attending some of these meetings. And we'll also have some fun. One of the things that I do, you can ask my students, we tend to have fun in our project management education and training seminars. So all of that in itself is another good reason. Also, if you go through with this, you're going to be part of that exclusive group that that's got their PMP. You'll become that go-to guru in your organization because that they've known that you've taken that step to help your own career advance one leg more. So I'd really like you to think about that exclusivity that you're going to have as a part of that. Now let's just talk about, well, why am I so confident that I can help you? Well, I'm going to express that in terms of my guarantee. So here's my guarantee, that if a student scores 85% or better on the exit exam that we give students upon the completion of our course, if they've done that, if they've completed their assignments, and if they have attended the entire session or have even made up those sessions that if they missed, and they take this test itself within 30 days of when the last class session is, then if for some reason you're one of that 0.5% that do not pass the exam, I'm going to refund the retake fee for you, so you don't have to pay that retake fee. And I'm doing that because I'm so confident that if you'll step into this space with me and walk through this preparation process, I think it's very unlikely that we'll have people that will do that. In addition, if by chance you do not pass the exam, I'm going to provide you up to 2 hours of individual coaching and mentoring to help you pass that exam. So all of that is part of my guarantee that I'm doing as a part of Unstuck Company. Now, I want you to know that I'm really here to serve you. I mean, I think that the project manager and the PMP is really the right thing for a project manager to do, just to sit down and get your PMP. I'm going to work hard to serve you in the best capacity I know how. I believe our training materials are just beyond compare. That really these pass rates that I've mentioned, which are over 99% of people who use the materials that we're going to be using, to me, I think that's remarkable. I've helped over 1,000 people get their PMP, and I just want you to know you can trust me, and I know what's required, and I can help you take that next step into getting your PMP. So what is this next step that you need to take? Well, it's really kind of simple. Right below our video button, if you'll just look at that. So what is the next step? So your next step is really, I think, quite simple. Below this video slide that you're viewing is a Register Now button. And if you just click the Register Now button, it's going to take you through a process which will allow you to register for this program. Now, I'm offering huge discounts. The prices are actually below that button. And you can see that I'm also offering even additional discounts for groups that want to talk to me further, and that contact information is also provided below for them to contact me. So I'd ask you right now, I really just ask you, don't delay, register now. I think that you'll find that these prices are the most competitive, and I think you're going to get the most value of anyone else in the Metroplex, or even in the country for that matter. I'd really like to just thank you for your time today. Press that Register Now button, and I look forward to seeing you in July. This is Tom Shives from Unstuck Company. This is Tom Shives from Unstuck Company. So what do I need to do? I mean, what's that next step that I think is simple? Well, right below the video is a button that says Register Now. Just click the Register Now button, and it'll take you through the process to allow you to sign up for this program. Now, I'm offering huge discounts, and you can see below this video and below the button, you'll see a description of the prices that we're offering for this program. And I believe that you provide tremendous value, and I don't believe there's a better value or even a better price than you're going to see for 4 days of PMP training. 35 hours, you're going to get the 35 hours of PDUs required to sit for the exam if you've not gone through that process. So you get your 35 hours, you get all of that for the prices that we show below the video. So I just ask you, don't delay now, register now, and I thank you once again for participating in this whole series of videos. I really hope it's been some value. Maybe it's opened up your eyes a little bit. My goal is to help people, and I know I can help you. So thank you very much. I'm Tom Shives from Unstuck Company.